Gotta fight to win, fight to win, fight to win. I'ma say it again. You gotta fight to win, fight to win. It ain't over till it's over, it's about to begin. I'm so dedicated.
Good Monday morning. Thank you for joining and tuning in to Endie Fiya's Monday Motivation. This is your man Causso, the My Struggle is My Strength motivational speaker. I hope that everyone had a great weekend. And you know what? I hope your team won. My team disappointed me once again. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. I'm going to stay positive. And you know what? They're going to eventually, you know, get it together. They're going to eventually get a new coach. Or I don't know what they need, but you know what I'm saying? They're going to get it. You feel me? Before we get started, I'd like to thank Endie Fiya for giving me this opportunity to speak. You can tune in to her show at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays for music, entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. That's right, guys. Go to Blog Talk Radio /Endie Fiya. That's ENDIEFIYA. Check it out, guys, and tell a Causso sent you. We are continuing our faith series, and we began our series talking about faith. What is faith? And faith is simply believing what you don't currently see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't currently see the evidence, but you really have this desire and you have this expectation for something and standing solid and believing on that one thing until you see it. That's what faith is. Remember, I gave you guys myself as an example, saying that I'm currently using a wheelchair and other walking aids, but I'm not confined to my chair, right? So, with that being said, I am able to train for a marathon, and that's what I'm doing. And what's going to take for me to do that? What's going to take for me to accomplish that? It all begins with faith. Then we talked about unwavering faith, and it is important that you stay solid and you stay firm on what you believe to come to pass, and you don't waver. You know what I mean is, like going back and forth, being undecisive and having a double mind. So what makes us waver is broken focus, and what breaks our focus is distractions. So last week we talked about goals and we talked about faith, and we said that goals and faith are inseparable. You can't have one without the other, because like when you set a goal, you have to believe that you can accomplish it, right? So goals, they also focus your energy. They keep you from wasting your time. They keep you from wasting your money. They keep you from wasting your energy. So goals keep you focused. Goals is the fuel that keeps you going. I say this all the time. When you're struggling and it's really hard, you gotta keep going. And to do this, you really gotta look beyond the pain. You really gotta look beyond your challenges, your circumstances, and you just gotta have a goal, and you keep going. And that is so true, because faith is about eyesight and the way we see the world, but the deeper reality is how the Creator God sees us. So society is trying their best to convince us that, if I can't touch it, if I can't see it, if I can't taste it, then it's not real. But that only applies to the natural world. There's another spiritual world, another spiritual life, and that life is the life of faith. That's the life of seeing and getting God's perspective and seeing His perspective, because perspective plays a major role in our vantage point, and it shapes how we think about things. And this is simply because we really live our lives from the inside out. Whatever is on the inside, it expresses itself externally, and whatever we go after, and how we speak and how we act. So we should be mindful of how we think, because as a person thinks, their thoughts, they run their life, and the only way we change, and the only way we change our thoughts and change our mindset, is to renew it. And how do you do this? You do this by feeding it new information. So how we think is directly correlated to like how we see. Not only do we need perspective to see how things are, but we also need God's perspective as it pertains to our identity. And knowing your identity and knowing your purpose and knowing what you were created for is like the biggest fulfillment and the biggest satisfaction you could ever receive in life. So faith is important for now and for what will come in the future. And I think it is important that we dream, because all dreams matter, right? Dreams release life, and they release purpose, and they release direction, because we are created in the imagination of a creative God. And the best way we can mirror God is to exercise the imaginations he has innately given to us. And if you really think about it, everything that you see, everything like even think about your house and your cars and even the clothes you might have on right now, everything began with an idea and an imagination. So since we were created to dream, what stops us or what hinders us from dreaming, for some it may be disappointments in life or fear, and for others it may be age. You may feel like you're too old to accomplish your dream. And neuroscience says that as we get older, we stop living out of our imaginations and we begin to live out of the memories of our past experiences. So let me ask you, what are you dreaming for? Is the dream that you have, is it big? Is it so big that you're going to need God's help to accomplish it? Like, is it really that enormous? You should do? Let me tell you what you should do. Listen closely. You should let the size of your God determine the size of your dream. You see, if your God is small, then your dreams are going to be small. But if your God is big, then your dreams are going to be big and you're going to have a big life. So you gotta let God stretch your imagination. This is your man Causso. Follow me right now on Twitter at ms_is_ms. And join us next week in the continuation of our faith series. I hope everyone has an awesome week. Please continue to wear your mask, stay safe, sanitize your hands, and remember that saving lives starts with you.